So good afternoon children, welcome back to Science Study Center and Young's Mind Academy. I am Anjali Malviya, your zoology expert. So what we have done, we have started our session of the life process, right? In the life process, we have talked about the digestion, our digestive system, right? In the previous lectures, we have discussed about our digestive system. So from today, we are going to start the very next life process chapter, that's the respiration. Okay, now just a quick revision. What is the life process? It is the essential part of our life, without which a body or individual cannot survive, right? That's why they are known as the life process. So in your syllabus there are four types which we have to study. We have already studied about the digestion, about the digestive system. Today from today we are going to start with the respiration, then the excretion, and then the circulation. All right. So now about the respiration. Now children, tell me about what is respiration. Okay, just quickly answer me ki what is respiration. I just wanted to know what you have already studied certain things in your previous classes, so I just want to know how much you know. Okay, so the question one is the what is respiration and how respiration is different from breathing. So I want these two answers. Just answer me quickly. सांस लेना okay, सांस लेना is breathing. All right, see what is breathing, beta? Breathing means exchange of the gases. Breathing means exchange. Breathing is your exchange of gases. And what gases? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay? These are very basic terms that you have already studied in your previous classes. Okay, I am not teaching anything new. So breathing is the exchange of gases. What we inhale the oxygen that are present in the atmosphere, and what we exhale the carbon dioxide. This is the breathing. Yes, so breathing means we take in the oxygen, we inhale the oxygen and we exhale the carbon dioxide. This is what breathing means, the exchange of gases. Now what is respiration? See beta, respiration is not just about the breathing. Breathing is the first process. Alright, breathing is the just a simple first process of respiration. Respiration is more. So do not get confused between the respiration and the breathing. Okay? How it's different, we're gonna study this. Now first let me know, is this clear to you? Is this clear to you? Jaldi se comment karo. Is this clear? Yes, okay. ठीक है. Now I have told you, do not get confused in the breathing and the respiration. Now I am gonna tell you something different, now something more. Do not get confused between the respiration and digestion. अब सोचो कि मैम ये digestion तो stomach से related था, it has nothing to do with the respiration. See, now what is the digestion? What you have studied in the digestion? In the digestion, you have studied digestion is the breakdown of complex substances into the simpler form. This is what digestion. Now digestion is what? It is the breakdown of complex matter into the simpler absorbable form, right? Our blood absorbs through the villi, that you have studied in the previous lecture. I hope you have studied. If you have not, then just go to the previous lectures and study, okay? So breakdown of complex into the simpler absorbable form. This is what digestion is, okay? Now what is respiration, beta? Respiration is the process of breakdown of food to release the energy. Now tell me how digestion is different from the respiration. I have told you about the digestion, that you have already studied in your previous lectures, that it is the breakdown of complex substances into the simpler absorbable form. Now I am telling you about the respiration, that it is the process of breakdown of food to release energy. How they both are different? Just use your common sense. How respiration and the digestion is different? Although their definitions are somewhat similar, it's also about the breakdown. The respiration is also about the breakdown. Okay, so we obtain energy from the respiration, very good, okay, but not from the digestion, good. While digestion is the breakdown of complex molecule. So I am reading all your comments, huh? Okay, so as you have said that respiration is about the energy, it has something to do with the energy which is not involved in the digestion, okay, it has not involved in the digestion, okay. So now how respiration is different, you all understood about the digestion, tick. Now let's just understand about the respiration in detail. Now but before proceeding, just understand what is the respiratory substrates. It is the raw material, okay, raw material that is used in the respiration process, okay, which is the glucose. Now what is glucose? This is the raw material used in the process of respiration, okay. Glucose is the raw material, just remember this. And what does this glucose do? It gives you the energy, okay. Now breakdown will gonna happen in just few minutes. For now, just understand what is glucose. It is the raw material for your respiration, okay. We will gonna talk about the glucose. It's going to be everywhere, okay. Glucose का ही breakdown होगा. But for now, just understand glucose is the raw material for your respiration. And what does this glucose do? It gives you energy, okay. It gives you energy. So what we have talked in the previous slide, the process of breakdown of food to release the energy. So वो energy क्या है? वो बच्चा energy है आपकी ग्लूकोज, और ग्लूकोज क्या है आपका रॉ मटेरियल, जिसको हम बोलेंगे रेस्पिरेटरी सबस्ट्रेट्स, ठीक. टिल नाउ इट्स क्लियर, यहाँ तक समझ आया? यहाँ तक कोई प्रॉब्लम? Yes ma'am, okay. So what we have studied so far, we have discussed about the respiration, about how it is different from the digestion. and how it's different from the breathing. So do not get confused in these three terms. Okay? Now, do respiration only takes place in the humans? Because we have talked about the photosynthesis in our previous lecture. That photosynthesis is also about photosynthesis means preparation of the food, through the sunlight and all that. So how photosynthesis is different from the respiration, let's just talk about it. Okay? Now is this clear to you? Is this image is clear, or should I zoom it more? Now it's clear? Comment jaldi. Is this image clear? Zoom more, zoom. Zoom it more. Now it's clear. Okay, now it's clear. Okay. Now talking about the respiration and the photosynthesis. Now in the respiration process, just wait a minute, Bachcha. Just a minute. Okay. So what is respiration? In the respiration, you use the oxygen. Okay? What is in respiration? You use the oxygen. You inhale the oxygen that is present in the atmosphere, and in the photosynthesis, you produce oxygen. Okay? Plant produce oxygen. Okay? We do not do photosynthesis. So plant produce the oxygen. So we have studied photosynthesis means inorganic matter into the conversion of the inorganic matter into the organic form, and inorganic क्या था? Carbon dioxide and water. ठीक है? And organic क्या था? Is your glucose. So in the respiration you use the oxygen, and in the photosynthesis you produce the oxygen. The plant produces the oxygen. Now in respiration it does not need chlorophyll. In respiration it does not need the chlorophyll. Obviously in our human body there is no green pigment present, just like in plants. Plants do need chlorophyll, which is present in the chloroplast. Which is present in the chloroplast. Now photosynthesis takes place in the presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll. So plants need the chlorophyll and we do not in respiration. Now respiration means it uses the food. It uses the food. See, I told you earlier that it's not just about the breathing process. Respiration is not just about the breathing, it's just the first step. Respiration is about the uses food. How we will study later. But for now we use food in the respiration process. But in the photosynthesis it produces food. Plants produce its own food. They are autotrophs. So they produce their own food. these are some basic differences that you have already known, है ना? It's just a common sense. Use your common sense. There is nothing difficult in this. Now, in the respiration, produces carbon dioxide. We inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide. And in the photosynthesis, it uses the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is there inorganic. Carbon dioxide and water, through which they produce the glucose. This is what the photosynthesis. Take. Now next is respiration take place all the time. Yes, we in the day, in the night, we all breathe. Respiration is continuous movement, है ना? But talking about the photosynthesis, it requires sunlight, without which a plant cannot produce its own food. ठीक है? सो फोटोसिंथेसिस कहाँ होता है बच्चा? सिर्फ दिन में होगा, रात में देयर इज नो फोटोसिंथेसिस. ठीक, रीजन इज वेरी, जस्ट यूज योर कॉमन सेंस, बिकॉज सनलाइट इज नॉट प्रेजेंट इन द नाइट. ठीक, नाउ नेक्स्ट, टेक्स प्लेस इन ऑल लिविंग थिंग्स. इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट द ह्यूमन्स. respiration is present in all the living beings, but about the photosynthesis, it takes place in the green plants. Photosynthesis takes place in the green plant, the chlorophyll, which are present in the chloroplast. Take. Now, in the respiration, energy is liberated, but in the photosynthesis, energy is stored in the carbohydrate molecule. What happens in the respiration? What we do? We talk, we walk, we eat, for which what we require? We require the energy. ठीक है ना? तो एनर्जी जो हमारे अंदर है वो क्या हो रही है बच्चा? खर्च हो रही है. मैं बात कर रही हूँ आपसे, आई एम टीचिंग, सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? आई एम कंज्यूमिंग माई एनर्जी, but what does the plant do? They store their energy. Are you getting my point? What do the plant do? They store their energy. Take. Now, oxygen is used and carbon dioxide and water are given off in the respiration. Yeah, that's what I am talking. We inhale oxygen and we exhale the carbon dioxide. Take. And in the photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water are used and oxygen is given off. Yes, the carbon dioxide and water are what? They are the inorganic form in which they give the glucose and the oxygen. That's the organic. This is what photosynthesis is. Now, in the respiration, a destructive process resulting in breakdown of carbohydrate molecule. Yes. Remember, glucose is the raw material. What is glucose? It's the breakdown of glucose will gonna happen. So, glucose is the carbohydrate molecule. Take. In the respiration, what happens is the breakdown to release energy which we required. Human body, what we all, why we eat food? Because we want energy. Take it. So, just by eating food, we do not get energy. There is a certain process that are involved. There are certain organs that are working continuously to provide us energy. So, this is what happens in the respiration. And talking about the photosynthesis, it's a constructive process resulting in the building up of carbohydrate molecule. Photosynthesis means making of the glucose. Making of what is the glucose? Glucose is the energy. ठीक है? Plants food, energy. So, it's the process resulting building up of carbohydrate molecule. All right. Now, respiration occurs at all time, independent of chlorophyll and sunlight. Okay. For the respiration, we do not need sunlight. ठीक है? We can't do like कि go outside and stand in the sunlight and just absorb the sunlight and we'll start developing food. No, that's not case with humans. It is the case with the plants, but not with the humans. right? We do get some vitamin from the sunlight, but we cannot make our food through the sunlight, right? So this is what here it's written, that we are independent of the chlorophyll and the sunlight, alright. But plants are dependent. Plants depends on the sunlight and the chlorophyll, without which they cannot survive, without which they cannot make their own food and cannot get the energy, alright. So occurs only in the cells containing the chlorophyll and in the presence of sunlight. Okay. Now there is one common thing in the respiration and in the photosynthesis. What it is? The both involve the energy, both involve enzymes, ठीक है? Both involve energy and both involves enzymes. So energy we all know what does it mean, ठीक? दोनों को ज़रूरत है food की, दोनों को respiration is also about the energy and the photosynthesis is also about the energy, ठीक? Now what is the enzyme? What do enzyme do? Now tell me, what are enzymes and what do they do? Ma'am, does respiration not occurs in the presence of sunlight? Beta, for us we do not require sunlight for the respiration process. See, plants need the sunlight for their photosynthesis, without which they cannot survive. ठीक, respiration happens in the human body and all the living cells. ठीक, we do require sunlight, but it is not the necessity. See, I am inside this room, ठीक है, I am inside this room, this indoor room, and I do not get the sunlight, direct sunlight मुझे नहीं मिल रही है यहाँ पे, but still I breathe, ठीक, I can breathe. This is what about the respiration. Respiration is happening inside my body. But talking about the plants, they cannot survive here. Indoors they cannot survive because they need the sunlight. They get the energy from the sunlight to make their food, without which plant cannot survive. So this is a very simple difference. I am asking, what is enzyme? What do enzyme do? It is independent of sunlight. See, respiration is what does it independent means? Independence means that we are not dependent. Independence means we are not dependent on the sunlight and the chlorophyll for the respiration. ठीक, it's not something that without which we cannot survive. But in the case of plants, they are dependent on the sunlight. We are not dependent on the sunlight for our respiration. Okay. Now tell me, what does enzyme do? What are their functions? What are their functions? Not in the syllabus. Enzymes is not in your syllabus. Okay, see, I think you are getting confused between the respiration and the photosynthesis. Now, see, relax. Look, respiration means I am saying beta ki it occurs all the time. Respiration, I am talking about just the respiration. Okay, respiration, what happens? It occurs all the time. ठीक, we inhale, we exhale. This is what we can feel. ठीक है. सांस लिया, सांस छोड़ा, ये हम फील कर सकते हैं, बट अंदर जो हमारे प्रोसेस हो रहा है वो हम फील नहीं कर सकते, बट इट इज ऑल्सो हैपनिंग कंटिन्यूसली विदाउट अ ब्रेक. ठीक, जस्ट लाइक योर हार्ट बीट्स ऑल द टाइम विदाउट अ ब्रेक. दैट्स व्हाट रेस्पिरेशन, इट्स हैपनिंग ऑल द टाइम. ठीक है, एंड व्हाट इट्स रिटन है बच्चा, इट इज इंडिपेंडेंट. व्हाट इज इंडिपेंडेंट मीन्स वी आर नॉट डिपेंडेंट. ठीक, डिपेंडेंट मीन्स कि मैं इंडोर हूँ यहाँ पे, नो डायरेक्ट सनलाइट, नथिंग, बट स्टिल आई कैन ब्रीथ. ठीक, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन माई ब्रीदिंग. सनलाइट इज नेसेसरी, बट फॉर द ब्रीदिंग प्रोसेस वी आर नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन द सनलाइट. Just like plants, I am comparing here for the respiration and the photosynthesis. Do not take it ki we do, ma'am is saying we do not require sunlight at all. I am not saying this. I am just saying about the respiration and the photosynthesis. Ki respiration और photosynthesis both are somewhat similar because plants भी इसी से survive करते हैं. ठीक है, they make their own food through the photosynthesis, and this is what us do. We all also depends on the respiration for our survival. ठीक, अगर हम ब्रीथ नहीं करेंगे तो हम सर्वाइव ही नहीं कर पाएंगे, जस्ट लाइक दैट. ठीक है, तो प्लांट्स को भी क्या रिक्वायर्ड है बच्चा, सनलाइट. उससे वो क्या करता है, वो सर्वाइव करता है प्लांट. ठीक है, यही बात मैं सिर्फ ये कर रही हूँ कि जो रेस्पिरेशन है, हम लोग इंडिपेंडेंट है क्लोरोफिल, और we do not require a green pigment or we do not require sunlight, but for the photosynthesis they required sunlight. What is photosynthesis? Breakdown of the complex substances into breakdown of the inorganic into the organic form. What are inorganic? Carbon dioxide and your water, and what it gives, glucose and the oxygen. And it happens in the presence of the sunlight and the chlorophyll. But in the humans what it happens कि ये exchange जो हो रहा है gases का, ये जो breakdown फिर होगा आगे respiration में, it does not require sunlight. This is what I am saying. See, life process, everything is interconnected. First of all, just remember this. Everything is interconnected. Your respiration, your circulatory system, your digestion, your excretion, everything is interconnected. That's why they are put into a single chapter that is known as the life process. If you will take up the bio in your next class, you will study about each in different sections, but for now, ठीक है, they all are put in the single chapter that is your life process. They all are interrelated. If one organ fails, if one system stops, every other system will stop. That's why I am interrelating with the with whole life process. Okay. Okay, now talking about the enzymes. What are enzymes? They are the biocatalyst. Yes, you all have answered correctly. What are enzymes? They are the biocatalyst. Now, what they do? ये क्या करते हैं? ये करते हैं कि they speed up a reaction. ठीक है, कोई भी प्रोसेस को ये क्या करते हैं? एंजाइम्स स्पीड अप करते हैं. That's what we have seen in your in our earlier chapter, in our earlier classes about the digestion. Digestion में क्या था? जो एंजाइम्स थे वो क्या कर रहे थे? वो प्रोसेस को स्पीड अप कर रहे थे. एंजाइम्स प्रेजेंट थे हमारे स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, स्टमक में, राइट? तो वो क्या कर रहे थे? स्पीड अप कर रहे थे. तो एंजाइम्स क्या होता है? एंजाइम्स होते हैं बायोकैटलिस्ट जो कि स्पीड अप करते हैं प्रोसेस को. ठीक है. इन रेस्पिरेशन व्हाट ऑल एंजाइम्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, व्हाट आर एंजाइम्स आर इन्वॉल्व, वी विल स्टडी. ठीक है. Now, okay, now respiration types. Respiration are of two types. First one is the aerobic. First one is the aerobic respiration, and the second one is the anaerobic respiration. What is the aerobic respiration? It is in the presence of the oxygen. ठीक है, but there are certain living organisms which do not require oxygen. We do require oxygen. ठीक है, we require oxygen. We inhale the oxygen from the atmosphere. ठीक, so we require oxygen for our respiration. But there are certain living beings, they do not require the oxygen and they are known as the anaerobic respiration. ठीक है, aerobic means in the presence of the oxygen and anaerobic respiration means in the absence of the oxygen. Okay, now this is very important. समझ लो कि अभी हम आगे जो पढ़ेंगे रेस्पिरेशन के बारे में, उसके प्रोसेस के बारे में. सी, रेस्पिरेशन का जो प्राइमरी ऑर्गन है वो क्या है आपका? लंग्स. रेस्पिरेशन का प्राइमरी ऑर्गन्स इज योर लंग्स, but there are other organs that are involved in the respiration process. ठीक, we will study this. Now, steps involved in the respiration. To make it easier, ठीक, for you to understand, I have taken these 4 steps which we will gonna study later in detail, but for now just understand these are the 4 steps that are involved in your respiration process. ठीक, the first one is your breathing. ठीक, so remember what I have told you, कि breathing is just a part of the respiration. It's just the first process of the respiration, right? So breathing, we take oxygen, ठीक, and we exhale the carbon dioxide. This is what the breathing means. ठीक, now the next step, what happens next? Exhale and inhale we can feel, breathing we can feel, but what happens next we do not feel. It's because it's inside our body, it's something is happening. So what is happening? See, second, after breathing what happens? It's the exchange between the lungs and the blood. Now okay, so if you still have any problem with the sunlight and all, just relax. ठीक है, अभी जब ये वीडियो ख़त्म हो जाए मेरी क्लास तो एक बार फिर ये वीडियो देखिएगा. अगर तब भी ना समझ में आए then just comment down below. ठीक है, in the next lecture I will gonna clear all your doubts. ठीक है, just relax. But for now just understand about the steps involved in the respiration. Okay, so the first step is your breathing. ठीक है, now after breathing what happens? कि we inhale the oxygen. ठीक है, our lungs is full of the oxygen. Now what happened बच्चा? The exchange happens between the lungs and the blood. The oxygen that we inhale is exchanged in the blood. ठीक है, the oxygen we inhale, now lungs में क्या है हमारे? Oxygen that we have inhaled through the process of breathing. Now यही जो ऑक्सीजन है बच्चा, ये आपके ब्लड में जाएगा. ये ऑक्सीजन आपके ब्लड में जाएगा. ठीक है, now the third step will be exchange between the blood and the organs. Now जब ये ब्लड में चला गया आपका ऑक्सीजन, now what happened? कि ये ब्लड से जाएगा आपके ऑर्गन्स में, आपके डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स, डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स में. ठीक, नाउ व्हाट हैपन is the cellular respiration. Very important, the last process is the cellular respiration. Now what is cellular respiration? Cellular respiration means, see, organs are made up of tissue that you have already studied in your previous class. Organs are made up of tissue and tissue are made up of cells. Remember the basic unit of life. tissue are made up of your cells. So in the cells the respiration takes place, ठीक, which is known as your cellular respiration, ठीक, which is known as your cellular respiration. Now cellular respiration takes place in the cell. Now tell me, in which cell? In which cell does this cellular respiration takes place? Yes, mitochondria. Remember, you have studied about the mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. What is the powerhouse? That means it stores the energy in the form of the ATP. What are ATP? We'll study. But for now, mitochondria that you have already studied, that they are the powerhouse of the cell because they store the energy, and respiration is all about the energy, right? Respiration is about the energy. So where it is stored? It's stored in the mitochondria, ठीक है? Till here I hope कि आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, क्योंकि ये प्रोसेस इसीलिए मैंने ये स्टेप्स लिख दिए ताकि आपको इजी रहे आगे समझने में ये सारी चीज़ों के बारे में, ठीक है? बिकॉज इन द नेक्स्ट lecture I'm gonna talk about the enzymes, the process. It will be hodgepodge for you, but इसीलिए मैंने ये steps बनाए छोटे छोटे, ठीक है? These are the 4 steps involved. Okay, clear? All right. आपके जो भी questions हैं, I think you have some confusion in the sunlight and all, so just comment down below, ठीक है? And do not get fear कि मैम डांटेंगी, don't, okay? So in the next lecture I'm gonna talk about it, okay? All right. So bye bye everyone, take care, be safe, be healthy, and just study, okay? Bye.